Hey everyone, KB here. We're going to be looking at this week in the market from the 21st to the 26th, some winners, losers, looking at some charts, and then some news. So let's get the ball rolling here with Foot Locker kicking it off with a nice 20% bump this week due to an excellent earnings report and guidance looking forth. Micron slowly grinding higher. It hit some support resistant levels, and we'll take a look at that. Another great boost this week were the different airlines and cruise lines due to the drop of oil. Again, that is a big component of their business of low fuel cost. And then of course Netflix, wow, they're just killing it. Wednesday, if you look on the chart, it just took off and it has not stopped since then, slowing down a little bit on Friday. Now on the flip side, looking at some losers. Again, oil did drop this week due to OPEC issues and concerns and stuff that is just completely above my head. Those stocks and different oil conglomerates were down about 3 to 6% this week. And now to Best Buy. Best Buy had an amazing little run into earnings, but just couldn't fulfill the Wall Street wishes of guidance and then also their overall numbers. I wish I could say the same for the Gap. The Gap, same store sales, very slow growth. Inventory management has been very terrible, just not well run stock. Now to some news. You can kind of hear with Trump going on back and forth about meeting with North Korea, not meeting with North Korea, and so forth. Bitcoin dropped due to the Department of Justice investigating currency manipulation. Yeah, that's going to be a headache, and that dropped about 6 or 7%. So now let's jump into some charts. Hey guys, now we're looking at some charts. We're going to be looking at the futures of the S&P 500, which is /ES within the ThinkorSwim platform. Alright, you can kind of see here, this is a chart of just this past week. These grayed out areas are the pre or aftermarket trading hours, so you can kind of see here between those hours the volume is very light, and it's probably not the best idea to kind of take that into gauge of how the market reacted. I want to draw your attention to the more the areas in between these little areas here. So it's from the trading hours of 9:30 EST to 4 p.m. EST. That is the Eastern Standard Time. So in one of those hours, you can kind of see here these guys. So this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You kind of see here the week started out fairly positive, did very well. During the aftermarket hours. This is kind of where the euro opens up, got the Asian markets, did all very well, propelled it even a little bit higher. But then we get news about not meeting with North Korea, Trump saying things, whatever on his mind, basically, and that can, honestly, it sounds crazy, but a tweet from the president can drag the markets down 5-6 points easily in the S&P 500s. You can kind of see this repeat process here. Here at the open, I think this is when we were unsure of what's going on with the talks with North Korea, all that kind of stuff. It was just made no sense. And then we kind of ended off the week kind of, I want to call it selling off, because we didn't hit the lows that we'd hit on Thursday, but I think people were kind of just dumping their positions and getting ready for the following week, because they just wanted to kind of relax and get into the 3-day weekend here in the United States for celebrating Memorial Weekend and so forth. So that's a look at this chart. A couple charts that I also wanted to talk about that I have my eye on. We did talk about MU, about having an amazing run this week. So here's the beginning of the week. Boom, boom, nice, lovely grind higher. Beautiful. Another one that did very well. Where was it? What am I looking at? Oh, Netflix right below. So Netflix, boom! Look at this. Wow. On Wednesday, beautiful. From 3:30, 15 points in a $350 stock. That's amazing. That is a beautiful thing. While we looked before, the S&P 500 was down on these days. The Thursday and the Tuesday were all down, but this does not care about anything that's going on here. Another one we did we did Intel is kind of in the same premise of like MU. I think this is going to kind of play catch up, and then look into probably going higher and following within MU's Micron's footsteps. Some couple stocks that didn't perform too well are going to be like your bank stocks, so like a JP Morgan. This is due to the Fed kind of going back and forth and looking at if they're going to raise interest rates, how many times this year, is inflation kicking in, are we going to take our time with inflation to battle it, and this is not the greatest for a lot of bank stocks because they make a lot of the principal off interest rates. The one that probably benefits the most, from my understanding, is Bank of America. You can kind of see here, Bank of America is a very enormous company, and it has a lot of liquidity within the stock market. So you can kind of see here it's trading in this range. So we can actually kick out and go to like a daily view. Kind of see here, it's hitting. So this is just this couple days here. So this is a daily view in the past year. So you can kind of see here, there's been a pretty big run. We're kind of consolidating here with a lot of these stocks. Another stock that I actually like is Costco. And I'm going to go into how I do my charts and the setups and so forth in a later video. And if there's anything you want to see, just put it down in the comments down below. So basically, you can kind of see it's consolidating. It's gonna. I'm thinking that my bet is that it's gonna kind of consolidate, and then it's gonna snap higher, potentially to like where I have my first alert at 204, 205 ish. Let's see here. I think I have one more. Oh, TLT. So this is the other one who does it tracks the 20-year Treasury bond. Again, we're looking at the daily view. You kind of see it kind of took a steep sell-off beginning of the year due to the fact of interest rates. They say they're not going to raise. They're going to raise, and now we're back in the same process of it's going to go lower, it's going to go higher, and it's a little wishy-washy on which way this is going to go. So we're going to see on how that pans out with the TLT. I think that's basically it. Another stock I love is Adobe. This gal has just been extremely reliable on just going up and to the right, like just beautiful, just going up to the right, having a couple drag down. So this around here is like where we had those lows in February, and then the other one passed, so it doesn't really pierce too far as like you see in other stocks and so forth, but definitely a great little stock to keep your eye on. Again, guys, if there's anything else that you want to look at, I'm going to do some more detailed videos on my setup here in ThinkorSwim and how I use it to trade the markets. Again, guys, this is KB signing off. Peace.